All right, you're going to love this one. Right now, volleyball is the second highest participation sport among girls, just behind track and field. This is according to the Sports Business Journal.
And now, one player at Georgetown University is working to get even more young women involved in the game. Her name is Vaughan Anoa'i, and she is the first ever Samoan and Black recruit for her college team. Vaughan joins us now today as part of our coverage for Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Vaughan, I am so excited to talk to you. I want to learn so much about your journey. Tell us, you have broken so many records already. You were Georgetown's only recruit for volleyball back in 2022. How does it feel to be sort of at the forefront of all this?
Absolutely. I think being a class of one was always something that I took immense pride in. And I knew in coming to Georgetown, not only as a student athlete and volleyball player, but I really wanted to make an impact within my team and greater community. And those were values that were instilled in me when I was a club player and in high school. So I really recognized that it was something that I wanted to continue pursuing as a college player.
We love to see you breaking some barriers as the first there at Georgetown. You've also created this pledge called Block Back. It helps volleyball clubs in Los Angeles. Tell us a little bit about the organization and how it helps younger players.
Absolutely. So the central focus of the organization is really making club volleyball more inclusive. And that was something that really came into fruition during quarantine when a majority of the travel tournaments were canceled due to COVID. So instead of taking the money that would have been refunded back to me, I donated it back to my club. And that really was the beginning of this pledge. And it was something that I wanted to do entirely on my own and really just make club volleyball more inclusive for aspiring players who wanted to also play at the club level.
Yeah. Speaking of inclusive, do you mind if we just pause for a minute? I want to talk about your shirt. It says, everyone watches women's sports. As someone who is really in it, and frankly, in the forefront of it, we've already seen the headlines with basketball players, right? Caitlin Clark. And it seems like people are waking up about the importance, the relevance, the top-tier nature of women's sports. Do you think this is a moment that's here to stay? And if not, what do you think we need to do as a society to make sure that people are focused on what you're achieving?
Certainly. I think that I'm hopeful and confident that this is something that is here to stay. And similar to what you had said with the rise of women's basketball, and that was something that was really prominent within the last couple of months. And with volleyball being the most popular sport amongst younger players, I think that's really important and really incredible and just a true testament to all of the hard work and dedication that female athletes everywhere have been pursuing in their respective sports. So I'm confident that it is something that will only continue to grow and evolve in the future.
And we know your mom, Tiffany, is here supporting you. It's great to have her. But also, you come from a pretty legendary Samoan wrestling family, dynasty, really. Talk to us a little bit about how their influence has helped you in the sports. And also, am I correct to say there's a connection to Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, as well?
Correct. Yeah, I would say that when I was younger, for a majority of my formative years, wrestling was always such a prominent part of it. And it was something that I grew up around, but I knew that I had my own path and it was something that I wanted to really pursue for myself. But I always looked to my family and just seeing how much of change they have made within the scope of wrestling, another predominantly white sport, and they've really just become the face of it. So I think that that's something that's truly incredible. I was recently at WrestleMania, and just to see my family headlining it was really special to see. So I'm hopeful that I can continue to pave my own path in the way that they have as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And continue to pave it for the rest of us. We're all so proud of you, just watching you, and with such pride. I think it's really important that you share that pride, that you continue to speak loudly about who you are, what has made you you, this incredible family that you come from. Should we expect to see you in 2028? What you think? The 2028 Olympics, what we think?
Yeah, I've gotten asked this question before. I think for me right now, the priority is finishing up school, and I have high sets on going to law school. I'm not sure at Georgetown or somewhere else, but I'm an American Studies major on a pre-law track, so that is something that I'm really prioritizing right now and have my fingers crossed for law school.
We love it. A lot of young women looking up to you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
USA Volleyball Junior Olympian, Vaughan Anoa'i. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,